Only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door.
On EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jameis now on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics. But in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now Jameis on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. Gets through, and now an opening. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Man, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame. meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Keenum going to throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Forbath to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shamar Stephen never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. in their own territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To the air again with Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Jameis to throw it. Complete. He finds Brate. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Brate. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league. Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average. Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Now let's go.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They run again on first down. Cook, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quan Alexander able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Keenum. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Throwing on second. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cook able to escape, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The first down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Second down, Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
In motion right is Evans. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Dolphins have moved out in front of the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And it's fielded at the 34. Been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a first and goal right around the 10-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Keenum now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught. Humphreys. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 47-yard line. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now a second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Barr in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Final play of the half here, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, here we go.
On first and 10, Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Following the interception, Winston escaping the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked really tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Keenum now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's
On play action, now Keenum. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
First down, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Winston now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. Screen play, McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Handoff comes to Cook, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Keenum. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Watch it now. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Keenum. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. To throw on second down is Keenum. Pass incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. but 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 15 yards through the air and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down, Winston again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of his end zone, Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. Red zone opportunity. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they send a man in motion right. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. So now 3rd and goal. Will the deep, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Under. Set. Ready. Under. Force. Check.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Fitzpatrick, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Jackson, the man in motion left. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy.